Next up, we're going to take a look at the apps section. So we're back up to the top navigation. So let's head across to apps. So what apps are? These are designed to take you over and above just the very basics of uploading a list, designing a mailer, sending it out, and then taking a look at the stats. If you're on a standard monthly account, these are all included. There is nothing additional to pay for. You get access to all of these apps. They're not Premiere features or anything like that. So we've got a subscribe form builder, first of all. You can use subscribe to create web forms to add new subscribers to your account. That form can be embedded inside your website. It could be floating, it could be pop-up, or it could be a standalone. You can also share it with a QR code. It's GDPR compliant and double opt-in. So it means that if I complete that form, I'll receive an email and I would need to engage with that email by clicking to register my wish to opt into your list. So it's a totally GDPR compliant workflow. Next up is Dupe Remover. Now this does exactly what you would imagine it to do. It will scan your list or lists and look for duplicates. It's a good way of just maintaining really good list hygiene. Next up, we've got Spam Score. So this is hooked up to all of the major email service providers such as Outlook, Gmail, Apple Mail, etc. And it will run a pre-flight check on what you're sending, and it will let you know how inbox friendly those organizations think your email is. So if you've got anything in there that needs addressing, like spam phrases such as free or discount, etc., the Spam Score app is a great place to start. My Gallery is where all of your custom templates will live. API is for creating integrations between our software and any third-party piece of software. So it gives you the ability to allow your software to talk to our software. So your CRM system, for example, if you've created an integration with the API, when you update records at your end, like put on a new client, for example, that could then be automatically fired inside Email Blaster via the API. So it ensures that everything is always in sync and it's always totally up to date. Suppression is where all of your permanent unsubscribes live. So all of the people that have asked to be unsubscribed from your future mailings, they will all live inside Suppression. This is really handy if you're coming across to us from, say, an American-based supplier. It means that if you can get hold of a list of unsubscribes, which you will be able to download that from your current platform, then you can upload that into Suppress. And it means then that when you upload new data into Email Blaster, your new mailing lists, they will automatically be screened against your previous, say, MailChimp unsubscribes, for example. And it means then that the switchover is nice and seamless. You're not then accidentally emailing people that might have unsubscribed 2 or 3 years ago from your current American supplier. List Builder is for data segmentation. It will look at previous campaigns and it will give you the ability to run off lists of people depending on how they engage. So for example, people that received your email and read it and clicked on a link, or read it and didn't click on a link, you can start to create really targeted data subsets. Next up, we've got both Reseller Manager and Reseller Client. Now these are two halves of the same app. This is for creating a networked series of Email Blaster accounts. So you could have your administrator with all of the billing information, would have a Reseller Manager account, and you could then have all of your users having Reseller Client. It means that you can share some information and not other information. It's a great way of networking accounts together, but also ring fencing if you don't want each user to be able to see what other users are doing. Automate is really handy for working with Subscribe. Automate is for setting up automated chains of drip campaigns. For example, if a new subscriber joins your mailing list via Subscribe, you could use Automate to then start listening to that subscribe form and to then start sending out a timed series of emails, say a newsletter once a week, like onboarding, for example, for new clients, out to those people. And it can also be decision based. So if you've got a link in there to, say, product number 1 and a link to product number 2, if a person clicks on a link to product number 1, you can then say to Automate, okay, send this person this series of automated emails that all relate to product number 1. This is a great way of automating your email marketing, and it means that everything is just chugging along nicely in the background with minimal input from you. FileCloud is a librarian app. This is for just keeping all of your images nice and neat and tidy. It's a handy way to just, you can create folders in there, etc., and just keep everything nice and separate. Insight we touched on earlier. This is our version of Google Analytics. This is where you can get the code to pass to your web developers to add to the head section of your company website, and it opens the door then to Email Blasters Analytics being able to see and display to you what your email clickers are doing when they visit your website. A/B testing is for automated split testing. So you can use the A/B test app to set up small segments of your database to receive part A and again part B or even part C. And you could measure different elements against each other. It could be different send times, different sender profiles, different subject headers, etc. And A/B test will then send out the winning segment to the remainder of the database. For example, if subject header line A scored the best, then the remaining 90% of your database will all receive the email with subject header line A. Okay, now we're going to go back up to the top and back to dashboard. And that concludes the apps section.